Hi guys, welcome. Dan here from the Magic Junk Drawer, and I'm here for the live tarot reads. So whenever you're ready, you can start sending in questions. It's about 1:40 here in New York. Hi. I feel like there's a random piece of hair stuck here somewhere. Okay, let's see. Savannah, what's Phil thinking of me? Okay. Savannah. All right. I don't know what's happened between you and him recently, or him and someone else, but it looks like he walks away from something that has happened to him in his recent past. He's looking to take a little bit of time for himself, rest, relax, decide what it is that he wants out of life, and then he's going to be prepared to move forward. He's coming in out of the blue, and he's going to be offering you the happy home. So the happy home with the Four of Wands doesn't necessarily mean that the two of you are going to be living together immediately. It could mean that you're going to spend a lot of time at your house or his house, or it could be that you're taking your relationship to the next level. Martha, how is the Scorpio feeling for me today? Okay. How's the Scorpio feeling? All right. So, first, this is going on with him, has nothing to do with you. He's feeling a little bit betrayed, and he's also feeling a little bit worried about money. Now, when it comes to you, it looks like you and him have a new beginning. You're going to feel like you made it to the top of the mountain, and look what shows up. I feel like the Empress comes up around the two of you a lot. So that's love, abundance, money. It also could be the birth or the conception of a child, so just be aware of that. If you don't want children, be careful. But I think that the way he's feeling for you is always good. I do think he's feeling a little bit betrayed by somebody, and he may be walking away from something in his recent past coming up around the corner. Amorous, can Tyler be trusted, and does he have bad intentions? Okay. Can he be trusted? Okay, so I'm only getting a 33% chance that he can be trusted. I don't get him having bad intentions. This is what I get from him. It seems like he is somebody that makes really stupid mistakes in the heat of the moment. So it's not like he intends to go out and do something stupid per se. It's like he does things without thinking, like he doesn't think about the consequences. I'm wondering if he could be an Aries, or if he has a lot of Aries in him, because he comes off a little bit impulsive, and that he could act out and do something stupid that he regrets later. But it doesn't look like he carries around intentions hoping to do bad things. Seems like he just makes bad decisions. Craig, did Edna and Brandon sleep together yesterday? Okay, let's see. I don't think so. I don't think so. You only got one ace, and it's in reverse. I'm not thinking that they slept together yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. Do you know what kind of a relationship they have? Because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of sexual chemistry between the two of them. Not at this point, anyway. Nothing lovey or sexual came up in the cards around them. Miss Shantae wants a general. Okay, let's see. Okay, coming up, you're going to be taking some time for yourself, which is a good thing. Maybe getting away, or maybe just taking an afternoon to yourself where no one bothers you will do you good. It also shows that you're getting over a betrayal that happened in the past. You are going to start to see an offer that's in front of you that is going to occupy a lot of your time. You're going to be very focused on it, and then your issues with worrying about money are going to start to disappear. I'm wondering if this is going to be a business thing. Let me look. Use your intuition. Use your intuition. You're going to be persevering and very victorious. I think it's going to be with a new business endeavor. So you may have something like that coming up on the horizon for you. Coco, what does K miss about me? What's K missing? Huh. All right, K is missing a lot. So first of all, you have not one but two of the soulmate cards here. So an offering of love, a soulmate connection. Kind of feels like she lost out because the star is in reverse. However, around you, you have the Justice card. So I think that this person is going to come back and you are going to let her know what you want and that you're going to not take anything less than that. So I think that she's missing this soul connection that she felt with you. You know, it's not the kind of thing that you can't manufacture that. Like anybody can go out and just pick up anybody, you know, you could go out and pick up like some random person on the street corner, but they're just a random person from the street corner. There's not that soul connection. You can't make that up. And I think that's what she's missing. Hell, what is H feeling towards me? Okay. Okay. Okay, so this person right now is feeling like a new offering of love coming in around you, and also great happiness. There could be a creative endeavor around the two of you, and I don't know if one of you is a fire sign, a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries. But here's the one thing: somebody may have a third party around them that is troubling. So you asked how the other person is feeling. I'm wondering if they think that you're with somebody else. I'm wondering because Three of Cups in reverse is the third party. So I think the way they feel about you is that they wish that they could move forward, but they think that somebody is standing in their way. Craig, what are Edna's feelings towards me? Okay. How does Edna feel for Craig? Okay, so when the Eight of Cups is in reverse, it's like she walked away from you, but she doesn't know why. It's almost like she's looking back on it and thinking, that was really stupid, or what made me do such a thing. Now, it's also showing here that you have the Five of Wands in reverse, which means that if you guys were arguing or fighting over something, that's going to end and things could move forward with you. You around you have the Magician, which means you can make anything of this situation. You can manifest this situation into anything that you want it to be. The Fool is here, which would ensure that the two of you have some good times coming up. You also have the Lover's card, which is the soulmate connection. So my suggestion for people that find themselves in these kind of situations, and if you don't want to be the person to reach out, or you don't want to have, you feel like you did all that you needed to do and now the ball is in the other person's court, it's fine to me for you to feel that way, and you're probably right. But what I always suggest is if you can just try to come to a neutral ground with the situation and think of it like this. Do you think it's possible that she reaches out to you and apologizes? Yeah, that's possible, right? That's not impossible. This day and age, I mean, I was on the phone yesterday with somebody. I'm in New York. She's in Vancouver. Neither one of us had to pay for the phone call. That's how easy it is to talk to somebody these days. So if you can kind of bring it to a neutral ground where you're feeling like, you know what, anything is possible, let go of all of the blocks and the resistance that you have around the situation and just let faith fate and faith take its course. I think that you're going to see that she's going to come back, and she may even say to you something like, I don't even know why I left in the first place. I don't know what I was thinking. So I think that you're going to inevitably get yourself back on track with this person. I think that if you can come to that kind of neutral area, which isn't always easy because we're humans and we have emotions and we have egos and we try to put them aside, but it's practice. It's practice for all of us. Trust me. I mean, because I find myself in the same situation sometimes, and I'm thinking to myself, well, that's coming from your ego, so try to put that aside. So I do think that she's regretful for whatever happened or for leaving. Okay, Sheetal. How does the Leo think about me after today's meeting? Okay. The Leo is worried about something here. Also feels like they're very out of balance, a little bit worried about money. The Emperor is in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles is here, which means that they're not going to be moving forward soon. They don't know what to do. I don't know what kind of a meeting this was, but whatever it was, they feel uneasy right now. There's something about it that makes them feel uneasy. Uneasy and worried. It could have something to do with money. I don't know if this is someone you work with. Virginia. General reading for Virginia. Okay. Okay. So you have a little bit of a disaster going on around you right now. Demolishing things to be rebuilt. This kind of reminds me a little bit like what I'm going through. Like I keep saying to people, I feel like my whole life is like a big giant excavator has come and like undug everything and is turning the soil over. That's what this kind of feels like. There's a huge change. Something is going to rock your world in a way that may feel like hell while you're living it, but it's going to take you to a much better place. Once this tower crap happens, you are going to have some choices and somebody's going to come into your life fast. Your life is going to move forward. You're going to find that you have financial stability. The Hermit is here, which means you or somebody else could be a Virgo that comes in around you that you may have a very close connection with. Use your intuition. Your gut knows what to do. Yeah, you got something coming in. Once you get through this little disaster that's going on right now, somebody comes in that's going to change your world. Good. I hope that that helps. And if you're in the middle of some kind of a disastrous crisis, I hope it ends soon. To Leah, who is coming in towards me for love? Okay. Who is coming in? Love. Haha, you got an Aries coming in here. You have an Aries coming in that is going to be working super hard. They're going to have some money around them. They won't have money issues. You're going to feel like you made it to the top of the mountain and you're going to get over whatever happened to you in the past that was holding you back. So somebody stabbed you in the back in the past. This person's going to come in and breathe new life into your whole world. And I think the person's going to be an Aries, or they could be a very strong personality, like an Aries like. Empress Daisy. How can we weed out the subconscious pain? Okay. So when it comes to anything that goes on in the subconscious, to me, the subconscious can be a little bit scary. Yeah, all right, here. Stop worrying is the first card that you get. Somebody here is coming in. It's going to change your life. And your life is going to move forward. So when it comes to anything that we're holding in the subconscious, so I'll talk about myself because this is a great example. When I was really little, I always had this fear that my mother wasn't going to return. Like I was one of those kids in nursery school that would cry when she left. Now you may think that that's common, and it is common, but I was probably the only kid in my nursery school crying, or one of the only kids. So it wasn't every kid. So one day, my brother accidentally locked my mother in the bathroom. And she didn't show up and pick me up for school because she was locked in the bathroom. So she had to yell out the window and get someone's attention and had them call my father, who then sent my grandfather over to pick me up from school. So what happened, and you don't realize this at the time, obviously I was like 4, but I was afraid she wasn't going to pick me up, right? That fear was very real. Put it out into the universe, and then what happened? She didn't show up. She didn't pick me up from work, from school. So this became a fear that was buried deep in my subconscious, and throughout the rest of my life, I have been plagued by people who disappear. And it's not just like being ghosted by guys. I mean, that happens. But like, I had a really good friend of mine who, for like years and years and years, I mean, like, I had to travel with her. I mean, when she had a day off, she had to always be with me. I mean, she was always like, had to be with me. And then as soon as she met somebody, she disappeared and never heard from her again. You know, so it's like, it wasn't just that it happened with guys. It's like it happened with everyone. My father picked up and moved to Florida. My grandparents moved to Florida. There's a lot of abandonment that happened in my life, but it goes back to that same fear that I had. So it's back there in my head. So what you do when you have these fears, the best thing you can do is identify them, and then you use affirmations to change them. So for example, if you have a fear of abandonment, you would use an issue like, you would use something like, people always show up for me. People always show up for me. People always show up for me. People always put me first. People are always there for me. People are always, because you want to start to change the subconscious mind. And then you're going to start to see that happen in your reality. And if you don't believe it, look at my story. I was petrified that one day my mother wasn't going to show up and pick me up from school. And that's what happened. She didn't show up. So you want to try to identify first what's going on in the subconscious. And the way you can do that is look at the situations you find yourself in, whether it's being abandoned or being rejected or being cheated on. A lot of us have the same issues. Maybe it's feeling not good enough or not worthy, not smart enough, whatever it is. And then you start to use affirmations to change them. And you say it in your head as often as you can, and especially when a situation pops up that makes you question it. So for example, if I were waiting for someone to come pick me up and I started to have that fear with, they're not going to show up, they're not going to show up, I would say over and over again, people always show up for me. Everybody always shows up for me, so that you work on changing that. I hope that helps. It takes a little bit of work, but things do change. Shital. Is the Capricorn feeling regretful? Definitely. I would definitely let the Capricorn sweat a little bit more, because I think that there's definite regret there. And that's good. Let them sweat a little bit. Mm. Oh, this room that I'm in? No, I'm staying with my brother now because I'm having some work done at my house. And this room is the kids' downstairs playroom. That's why it's got, well, you can't see them, but there's pictures of my nephew when he was in nursery school back there. Nursery school? Yeah, I think it was nursery school. Where am I? Lightning spark. Is Evelyn going to end her relationship? Okay. Evelyn going to end the relationship. Yeah. Only one ace, but the Six of Swords shows up here, which means that if she lives with somebody, she could move out. Or it could be changing her home. It could also be moving across seas. It also could be travel. It could be the kind of thing where she goes, if she's living with somebody, she may travel and then come back and not come back to that person. Floor, is my ex trying any kind of telepathy these days to communicate with me because I feel his energy is close. Definitely. His energy is definitely close. I don't know if you're going to run into him or you're going to hear from him soon, but it's like coming up around the corner. Lovely Ace. When will I get a job and how will my first day be? Okay. I think you're going to get a job this October with the 10, or there's going to be a 10 around it. It could be November 10th, but I think that there's a 10 around it. I also think that your first day is going to go well. It could be a little overwhelming at points, but I think it's in general, it's going to go well. So if you're the kind of person that gets anxiety about stuff like that, and I do, so I get it, I think that just keep it in your mind that things are going to go relatively well. JD24, who does my future husband look like? Okay. Physical features are hard, but let me see if I can get something. Okay, I'm going to go with somebody who is somewhat intellectual and I want to say sort of clean cut. Someone who takes care of themselves. Somebody who's pretty neat about their appearance. I think they're going to be a taller person, but on the slender side. And I'm thinking dark hair. But it's hard to do physical things. Because what happens if this person, like, for example, if you read the cards and, like, a woman's got blonde hair right now, and then the winter time comes and she dyes it dark. A lot of women go darker in the winter. You know, people change. Oh, did I miss a super chat? I did. All right. Let me just make sure I only missed one. Okay. I did. I got one here. For Ashmita, when will he call or text me? Okay. Let's see. When are we going to get? Communication happening here. The King of Clubs. So the clubs would be the summer. Here we're moving into the fall and the winter. So if you're also moving into the fall and the winter, then you don't have to wait that long. I'm going to say the month of, it could be towards the later part of November, beginning part of December at the latest. I don't think you have to wait that long. Elizabeth. Will I hear from Costas today or tomorrow? And does he miss me? All right, let's see. All right, you got 70% chance that you're going to hear from him today or tomorrow, but you also have the Hanged Man here, which could slow things down. As far as him missing you, 99% chance he misses you. So let me just pull a playing card to see on timing. What kind of timing can we expect to hear from Costas? If you don't hear from him today or tomorrow, I'm going to say that you'll hear from him within the 6-day time frame. 6 days between now and the time you hear from him. Myra, will Jonathan reach out this week? Okay. You get a 70% chance, yes, he's going to reach out. He's also starting to feel a little bit less burdened down by the weight of the world. So that increases it even more because he may not be feeling like he has to deal with other crap. You know what I'm saying? So he may be quicker to come forward. Yeah, I think you're going to hear from him this week. Sheetal. What's AJ's intentions and does he want me in his life? Okay. So he definitely wants you in his life. The problem that he's having is that he is stuck. Like he is not in the middle of a transformation. So whatever has gone on between you and him, it's like the relationship is sort of in a standstill. He wants you in his life, but he's like in his own personal life, he's not moving forward. It's like he can't get out of his own way. But he definitely wants to keep you in his life. I don't know what's gone on between the two of you, but I would try if you can to have a little bit of patience with him because he seems like he's struggling within himself. I kind of almost feel a little bit bad for him. Okay, Crystal. When and where will I marry Christopher? All right, let me ask when. Ten of clubs. I'm going to say possibly next summer. I'm going to say possibly next summer, but closer towards the end of the summer. And let me see if I can find out where. Watch out here because there's the birth or conception of a child is possible. You definitely have an offering of love coming in with him. I don't know if you're thinking the Four of Wands is here. Would you want to have a wedding at your house or at his house, at somebody's home rather than a venue? Because the Four of Wands is here. So I'm wondering if that's a possibility. Otherwise, let's see. No, I'm thinking it's somebody's house. I don't know how you feel about that. I mean, me personally, I would kind of like that because I don't like the idea of spending a lot of money on a wedding if I were to have one. And I definitely think it would be closer to next summer, towards like next summer, late, like probably like middle of September, closer to the fall. Sun. Does M, the Aquarius, get jealous about me talking to others? Yes, and he probably will never let you know it. He probably won't ever say anything about it. The Hermit is here, but it is probably eating him up on the inside. Poor guy. More or less. Did he mean what he said to me? And should I text him? Okay, let's see. Did he mean what he said? Okay, I'm getting a 70% chance he meant what he said. The last card here is feeling the weight of the world is on his shoulders. So I don't know what you guys were talking about, but it feels like he definitely meant what he said. He also feels like he's being a little bit weighed down and even a little bit frustrated. Should we text him? You should text him, but wait until your intuition tells you to. You got a 70% chance and the High Priestess, which would indicate wait for the moment when you feel like, okay, this is it. I'm sending it now. But yeah, I would reach out. Ashmita, anything I can do to make him text or call before November? Yes, this is what you do. So, the first thing you do is you clear your mind, and it doesn't take long. You just do this for a couple of minutes. Maybe if you can do it every day before you fall asleep, that's the best time. So as you're laying down, well, first of all, throughout the day when he pops into your head, you just say to yourself, I'm so glad he called. I'm so glad he called, past tense, okay? And then before you fall asleep at night, you spend a minute or two just in your mind's eye, but from the first person. So you would kind of like, I don't know, imagine that you walk into your kitchen and your cell phone is ringing, right? And then you walk over to the phone, you pick it up, you see that it's him calling. Hold the phone in your hand, in your mind's eye, feel the phone ringing, you know how it vibrates, and answer the phone. And then hear what you want to hear him say to you. Hey, it's been a long time, whatever, have the conversation. And then you end it, however you're going to end it, fall asleep. Do it every night for 2 or 3 minutes. Because what happens is right before we fall asleep, the subconscious mind is more active and you fall into that state where you can really start to send out your wants and needs out into the universe. Most powerful time is right before you fall asleep, and it can totally speed things up. And you just have to believe in it. And you know what? It's not hard to believe in it, because in this day and age, like, it wasn't that long ago where I couldn't call my father because the rates to call from New York to Florida were outrageous. Now I was on the phone with Amanda from Create Your Future with Amanda yesterday. She's in Vancouver, I'm in New York, and neither one of us had to pay for it. That's how easy it is to contact people. So it's not hokey pokey or wishful thinking to think that this person could reach out to you. That is legit. That could happen at any moment. So you just be open to that possibility. Have this 2-minute visualization before you fall asleep at night, and that can definitely speed up the process, like tenfold. C. Dominguez. Will Armory and I marry me, ever marry me, and am I pregnant? Okay, let me see. You got a definite chance for marriage. You got the Emperor, the Ace, and then you have the Soulmate card here. So I think there is a chance for you guys to get married coming up. I think it's a strong possibility. Let me just take a look and see if I see any children here. Let me try something else. Hang on. Okay, so I'm not getting the Empress, so I'm not pulling up any children right now, but I have a 99% chance that if you're not pregnant now, you will be getting pregnant soon. So let's put it that way. I'm going to say that that's coming up too, if you're not already. You know, I don't know if it's the kind of thing where you may be very early and maybe we can't pick that up. I don't know if you tried a test yet, but I definitely think that marriage and children are coming up for you in the very near future. Chianti. I was told I would get a positive pregnancy test between this week and next week. Is that true? My body has been feeling weird since last night. Okay, let's have a look. I am only getting a 33% chance. I also have the High Priestess here, which would urge you to use your own intuition. So that being said, I would give it a little bit more time. So if somebody said between this week and next week, I would give it 10 days from now and take a test. Because rather than taking a test and maybe getting a false negative, I would wait. I would just wait a couple of days and see what happens. Because I'm not sold it's going to happen that fast. You're going to find out that fast. Sheetal, will I ever get pregnant? Let's have a look. Yeah, and you know what? It's going to happen out of the blue. So it could be the kind of thing where you try for 10 years, it doesn't happen. 10 years, I could be exaggerating, but and then all of a sudden out of the blue, it just happens. Or it could be the kind of thing where you weren't planning it and it just pops up. When the wands show up, it's usually something that's out of the blue. And that's what I'm thinking may happen here. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking that you're going to, there's a pregnancy coming up around you. All right, let me go back to the regular chat. SMJ, how does V feel about me right now? SMJ. Feels like you have some kind of superior strength that other people do not have. Feels that you're patient, compassionate, loving, and feels like they have a very spiritual connection to you. It's also urging you to use your intuition here. So just keep that in mind. Use your intuition. Let's see, where are we? Alyssa. Oh, I'm okay. How are you? Katrina, love reading. Okay. Okay. After leaving something behind that doesn't work for you, you got a relationship coming in that's finally built on solid ground. The person comes in out of the blue. They're going to have a substantial amount of money. They could be a Taurus or an earth sign, a Capricorn or Virgo. And you're going to have a spiritual connection to this person. I think it's going to relieve some of the stress that you may be feeling. Your life is going to move forward with this person. You're going to feel victorious. And then you could have somebody from your past that comes back. Now, it could be that this person is somebody from your past, or it could be that you're with this person and then the person that you leave behind shows up again. So that's possible too. All right. Crystal, what house will I be marrying in? Okay, let's see. I'm going to go with a house that is on your side. I don't know if it's the house that you live in right now or a family member's. You have a family member's, like a parent's house that you would want to have a wedding in? Because it looks like it's a family house. Or it's on your side, not on his side. Hang on, let me see if I missed any super chats. Oh, I definitely did. Hang on, I'm coming, guys. Pequina, am I going to find the job that I'm looking for this month? Okay, let's see. Did I miss any other super chats? I see another one over here by Katrina. But other than that, yeah, you're going to find a job, and it's going to be something that you really enjoy too. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right, the next person that I show with the super chat is Cade. So if anyone was before Cade, and if I missed you, can you just let me know? And this is for a general reading, okay. Okay. Definitely leaving something behind that's not longer working for you. You're going to stop worrying, and you are no longer going to be looking back on the past. Your life is moving forward, and you are persevering. You have not one, but two wishes in front of you. So whatever it is that you want, put it out into the universe. It looks like whatever was going on in the past, you're leaving it behind. You're not looking back. And you have temperance here, which means balance and patience and compassion gets restored to your life. Great happiness and a relationship that is built on solid ground. So if you're not with anybody right now, someone's going to come in who's going to be stable. If you are with somebody, that relationship can move to the next level, or can be much more grounded and stable than it was in the past. Okay, Kate. So now I'm up to Amanda. Will I find true love with one of the Tauruses? Kills me with all these Tauruses. Definitely. And not only that, you're going to have some good times with a lot of spontaneity. You're also going to feel very well balanced. So it's going to be a relationship that works well. It's going to be balanced and smooth. It's not going to be something where like you're doing all the work and the other person does nothing. This is going to be very mutual. Okay, now I'm seeing Angela, I think, is next. How is Marcus feeling about me? He's an Aries. How is Marcus feeling? Feeling very good with this card. This is like happiness on all levels. However, they're a little bit like they're waiting for their ship to come in. They're going to be working hard on this relationship. You have a lot of good times ahead of you. You have victory here. So this person is definitely into you. They're moving forward fast. I think that this person feels very good about you. I think that they're going to start coming forward, and I think the relationship can take off rather quickly. All right, let me see what's going on here with these super chats, because I feel like, all right, I did Kenya, Cade, I did Amanda, Crystal. What house will I did that one. I think it's a family member of yours or the house that you're living in. Angela, Marcus, he feels good about you. The relationship is going to be moving forward. Here's another one for Pequena. Is that job in Florida with good pay this month? Okay, let's see. Is the job in Florida? %70 chance, yes, the job is in Florida. The Knight of Swords here is in reverse. So I'm wondering if it may not happen this month, because the Knight of Swords upright is something that happens very fast. When he's in reverse, it's a slowdown. So it could be the kind of thing where you get the job, but you don't maybe start until November or December, that kind of a thing. There could be some kind of a slowdown that surrounds it. I think I'm looking for one from Ashmita. This one here, how is RJ feeling? That's the one I skipped, right? How is RJ feeling about me? And then the next super chat I see is Angela, just to make sure that I'm not skipping anyone else anywhere. How is RJ feeling? He feels like in his life right now, he has no choices. However, he's going to be coming forward to you quickly. He has a decision that he has to make. If you haven't heard from him, he's going to show up. And he's going to show up fast. Knight of Pentacles is in reverse, which speeds things up. And then he's going to feel victorious. So I don't know what your relationship is with him, but it could be moving forward fast. He's feeling in his own personal life like he's stuck and he can't get ahead, but that's going to change soon too, coming up around the corner. He has great happiness. He also has some money coming in around him. So I think things are going to pick up for him, but right now he may be feeling a little bit sorry for himself. Okay, Amanda, when could a relationship with me in this Taurus form? Three days, 3 weeks, 3 months before the end of the fall. I'm going to go with before the end of the fall. Sheetal, what good news is coming my way in the near future? Elantra, no, I definitely didn't get to you yet. Definitely not. Good news coming in around you surrounding money. You got a money thing happening. It could be a promotion, something that makes you feel a lot more stable. You're going to be working really hard on something and it's going to pay off. You got some good news surrounding you when it comes to money. Angela, will Marcus leave his girlfriend to reconcile with me? Okay, let's see. Yeah, here's the breakup. And then you got 2 aces, which is yes. Now, I'm not sure. He may reconcile with you first and then break up with the girlfriend. So just keep that in mind. Okay, next super chat here that I'm seeing is from Crystal. I didn't skip anybody, right? And then after Crystal, I'll go back. Then I have Amanda. So what type of reception and vacation will me and Christopher have after the wedding? And if this is really true, okay. What kind of vacation? Okay. The vacation, if you go on one, not everyone does, would be across seas. So it doesn't have to be to a different country. It could be like to a beach area, somewhere surrounded by water. Usually this is travel across seas. So I don't know if you plan on going to a faraway land, you know, something like that. That's travel across seas. As far as the reception is concerned, I would think it would be at home. I don't think that it would be somewhere fancy. You got the Hierophant here. So the Hierophant could also mean that the wedding is done in a church and then the reception is at home. That's what I'm thinking. Now, me personally, I probably would do it all in one location, but that's me. I'm not seeing here exactly where you're going. Travel across seas. That's all it shows. If you decide to go on vacation, let me just see if I can get something else. Will it be a big wedding at a venue? See, I don't know. I'm not sold that it would be at a venue, like a big, a fancy, extravagant wedding. I don't know if that's something that you want, but that's not what it's showing right now. Now, could that change? Could you save money and decide to have a big, huge wedding? Yeah, it's possible. But as of right now, it's showing something. I'm seeing it around the home with the Four of Wands. As far as a vacation, travel across seas, maybe you decide to have a small wedding and take a long honeymoon. That's what it could be showing right now. It's these things are really up to you. If you wanted to, if you like, here's an example. One of my friends was gung ho on going to Hawaii for her wedding. That's what she wanted. She didn't want, like, to me, I wouldn't have had a big wedding and I would have spent the money on the honeymoon. But it's what you want at the time, and you have the right to change your mind. Right now, it's looking like a smaller wedding and a bigger honeymoon or a bigger trip. Across seas, which to me would be something that would be more extravagant than, say, like a cruise. Some people go on a cruise for their honeymoon, but to travel across water would be more than a cruise. It would be going to a distant land. Amanda, should I buy a house or wait to see what happens? Okay, let's see. According to these cards, now is not the best time to buy a house. I would wait a little bit. I would give it a little bit of time. You're only getting a 33% chance. Now's the time. Norman, will Carter and I be friends with benefits? Okay, let's have a look. Yes, but be careful because it shows that it could be a little bit of an issue. Like, it could be one person may wind up getting a little bit jealous and there could be a little bit of a disaster around that situation. But yeah, I think you could end up being friends with benefits. Sheetal. What karmic connection do I share with the Capricorn? Okay, let's see. All right, I don't know what your sign is, but it seems like what you do for them karmically is breathe life into them, and they show up in your life out of nowhere. They're coming in out of nowhere. And for you, it seems like they ground you. And it seems like that's what you do for each other. I don't know if sometimes you may almost feel like this person's a little bit boring. They're so grounded. And for them, they may feel like you're a breath of fresh air, but almost sometimes a little too much to handle. But sometimes we need that. We need to see what the other, you know what I mean? Sometimes that's what attracts us, that we are so different. It seems like you two karmically are a little bit different, and that's what attracts you to one another. Cherry S. Will Daddy get this job? He gave the interview. Okay, let's see. Is the job coming in for Daddy? I'm not sold he's going to get this job, okay, because it's only a 33% chance. So I'm thinking that this may not be the job for him. There may be a better opportunity coming. Amanda, will my job offer me employment and more pay? Okay. You got a 99% chance, yes. Let's see when. Coming up this winter, I'm thinking with the diamonds. 3 months? December. Well, 3 months this winter. I just did that one, Amanda. Pequena. When am I going to be working in that good paying job? Am I going to be working in that? Oh, by November. Okay, let's see. Will the good paying job come in November, and will starting be in November as well? I'm getting a 70% chance, yes, you're going to be starting in November. You know, it's funny. Sometimes things get delayed and it's annoying. Like I have a part-time job where I work after school programs with kids at elementary school level. And last year when I was hired, I started on October 30th and it was already in session. This year they were supposed to start September 25th. It got delayed to October 15th, and now we're on schedule to start for November 4th, and who knows if that'll change. So sometimes things change and it's really annoying. Can't always pinpoint it, especially when you're asking the tarot cards, because there is no time and when it comes to, so it's like, am I going to be starting the job? Yeah, you're going to be starting the job. But the difference, right, in the spirit world between October 15th and November 4th isn't that big of a deal. But in my paycheck, it is. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's kind of hard to nail down, you know? And then things change too, you know, like back to the wedding thing. When I was 20, oh my God, and I just recently cleaning out my house found it. These pictures of wedding gowns that I was going to wear when I got married. I was going to have a big wedding. I was going to dress everybody in green velvet. I was going to come in probably on a white horse. I mean, I was going for the gusto with my wedding when I was 20. Not that I was engaged or even had a boyfriend, but this is what was in my head. I was wearing the biggest, loudest, frilliest dress. And now that I'm older and I'm like, you know what? Just having life experience, I don't want to throw money away on a wedding. I don't want to throw money away on a dress I'm going to wear once. I'd rather put it into something that's going to, you know, a house, or put it into something that's, you know, my ideas have changed. So if we ask about a wedding or a trip or something that's going on now, like sometimes it makes no sense. If somebody were to have said to me at 20, you are not going to have a big wedding, you are not going to want to spend that kind of money, I would have thought that they were fucking crazy. I would have been like, are you crazy? I'm going to have the biggest wedding. Everyone's going to be wearing green velvet. I mean, come on. That's what was in my head. I'm pretty sure my friends are pretty happy that that never happened. You know, sometimes a little bit of life experience and you're like, you know what? I just don't want to do that. You know, like now, I wouldn't go away to college and spend a ton of money. And a lot of my friends came out of college in crazy debt, and then they wound up hating the field that they studied. But at the time, you weren't going to, you know, you can't talk them out of it. It's what they wanted to do. Emma X, when will we reconcile? Okay. When are we going to reconcile? $5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, or the upcoming summer. I'm going to say between 5 days and 5 weeks. There should be some type of movement, reconciliation, or starting to discuss these things. Okay, Shital. Why do I keep seeing 1111? 1111 means angels are watching. So angels are letting you know that that they're watching you. If there's something that you want, when you see 1111, put that wish out into the universe. You can ask your spirit guides for help. They're there to help you. They're willing to help and they want to help. So whenever you see that, definitely call out to them and tell them what you want. Okay, I think I'm up to Cherry. Cherry, good news coming in. Okay, messages from the angels. Messages from the angels. All right, we want good news coming in from the angels. You have the King of Fire. Motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with the vision. Be a leader. Advice from someone creative. The Six of Water. Memories from the past, of your history or your childhood. Romanticizing the past. Issues regarding children can pop up. The Ten of Air. The end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. So this is good. Your life is going to be moving forward. Reminiscing about the past is not a bad thing. Living in the past could be a little bit difficult. Focus, and your life is going to move forward very quickly. Okay, I believe I'm up to CP now with the super chats. If anyone can let me know, did I skip anybody, or I think I'm caught up on them right now. Was Brian trying to look at me? What were his feelings? We had lunch together, and what did he feel? Okay, let's see. Okay, he was definitely trying to look at you. He was definitely happy that you guys had lunch together. I'm definitely showing here that there's some happiness surrounding the situation, but it's also showing that he's not really ready to move forward just yet. You guys have a good connection, but these cards are here in reverse, which means not moving forward just yet, a little bit apprehensive, and there's still some kind of sorting out that he has to do in his own head. But he was happy with lunch. He was definitely trying to look at you. And, but he's still not ready to make the move forward just yet. All right, I'm going back to the original list because I think I caught up on the super chat. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm up to Alyssa. Does Martin love me and make an effort to reach out to me in the near future? Okay, what's happening with Martin? Yeah, he's definitely has love feelings for you. He's going to be reaching out in the near future. Let me see if I can get some timing. The King of Hearts. The hearts wouldn't be until the spring. I'm going to say that it may happen closer to the end of this year. There could be a reconciliation or forward movement at the end of this year. Lightning spark. What are Evelyn's intentions towards me? Okay, Evelyn is coming in with an offering of love here. Okay, there's great happiness that's going to surround you guys when you have the Sun card. I don't know if one of you is an Aries, but there's an Aries here, or someone with a very strong personality. Around you, you need to make your wish, put it out into the universe, believe it can happen. And then you are going to have choices around you. So I think Evelyn's coming forward. I don't know what's going on with her right now, but her intentions are to come forward or to come back wherever you are in your relationship with her. Either you're going back to where you were or you're moving forward from where you were, but things are moving. I think I'm up to Crystal here. What type of home will me and Christopher have after I marry him? All right, let's see. Well, it looks like you guys are going to have some money or a new business opportunity. Money's going to come in fast. There's going to be an offering in front of you. Your life is going to transform. You also have a wish card here, and children could come quickly. I'm thinking that if you wanted to buy a house, it wouldn't be far off after the marriage that you would be able to buy your own house, rather than, say, a townhouse or an apartment. If you wanted like a small home, I think that that's something that you guys could acquire relatively fast, because I think that a new business opportunity is going to come in that's going to bring in money. Whereas I think it would be a little bit more expensive if you were to get a small house as opposed to like an apartment or a co-op. But I think that you guys are more like a house kind of. Am I wrong? You would rather a house than an apartment? I'm thinking a smaller home with one level. Amanda, am I still under a love spell by Fernando? Okay. Nope, you're not. No aces. Martha, did the Gemini make a wish for us to be together? Okay, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's planning on coming forward, and he's also leaving the past behind. So whoever's in his past or whoever he's with now, that shit ain't lasting. It's not lasting. Okay. Jess, will I marry the person that I'm currently with? You get a 99% chance, yes, which is very high. That's very high. So I do think that you probably will marry this person. You know, and there's two words that I don't ever use. I don't ever use never, and I don't ever use forever. So, I mean, and to me, there's too much. We're in control of too much. Our feelings change too often. Things could change. You could be married for 10 years and get divorced. You still had a marriage. I don't ever use never, because never and forever are two words I just never used. So, but I do think there's marriage coming up for the two of you. Amanda, does Ferdinando still think about me, and does he have feelings? Okay, let's see. He definitely does. He thinks about you frequently. And I think that if you haven't heard or seen him, you're going to hear from him out of the blue coming up. Let me go back to the original chat. Farzana Islam, a general reading. Okay. General reading for Farzana. Oh, you got some money coming in. Haha. You got some money coming in from an unknown source. It could be money that you did not work for. Somebody else may be betraying you. It could have something to do with that money. So if you come into a lot of money, please be careful with it. and then somebody is leaving. So it could be this person that's going to betray you. They may want some money, not get what they want, and take off. Good, you don't need that kind of shit in your life anyway. Money issues will be coming to an end. You're no longer going to be worried about money, and you have some balance coming into your life. So money like that could come in from anywhere. An insurance policy, inheritance. It could be gifted to you, a bonus, something of that nature. Priya Shrivastava. What does A think about me? Okay. What's A thinking? A is getting over the past. So whatever happened in the past that was regretful, they're moving past it. The arguing and the bickering between the two of you is going to stop. Victory. This person has victory around them. So if they want you back, then they may be coming back. And then great happiness gets restored to the situation. There is an air sign around this situation, a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius, if one of you is that sign. I think that this person thinks highly of you, and they regret what happened in the past, and they're going to try to fix it. Sheetal. What my middle sister thinks and feels for me. Okay. All right. I think this person is withholding some kind of a secret from you. And I think that basically she looks up to you, but there's a little bit of a level of jealousy or some kind of friendly competition that may be taken to the next level with this person. You have the Judgment card here, which means if you recently had a falling out or something that disagreement, you weren't getting along, things are going to resolve themselves and your relationship with her will move forward. There's a fire sign here if one of you is an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. And if you were feeling recently like she betrayed you, you're going to be getting over that. Putting it in the past, you'll be feeling a little bit less burdened, and make a wish. Your relationship with her can be restored. And Iris Gilbert. Can I have a love reading? Sure. Okay. And Iris. Love reading. Okay, so somebody, it could be it definitely could be a Pisces around you with the moon and the Page of Cups. Fish is there in the cups, could be a Pisces. If you guys, pages are usually young, if you guys are like 30 or under. If not, it's a Pisces comes in with an offering of love that brings you great happiness. This person can also be very adventurous. They may want to do things like that you've never done before. Skydiving, rock wall climbing, hiking in the desert, something of that crazy nature. And it's going to be somebody who you have a very strong chemistry with. So I do think it's going to be a Pisces. Yeah, it could be a water sign just in general, a Scorpio or a Cancer, but it's stronger coming up, Pisces. All right. I think I'm over here up to PJ. Is my Libra crush in my home state right now? Definitely. You got 70% chance with 2 aces, and you have the wish card. Definitely. All right, let me see. How far back can I go? I did that one. Shirley, can I please have cards? Sure. Okay, let's see. What's going on for Shirley? You've got a new beginning coming in. Something destined in karma is going to show up in your life. It's going to bring you great celebration. Peace, love, happiness, and compassion surrounds you. You're going to feel like you made it to the top of the mountain and you're on the verge of smooth sailing. You also have a large sum of money that could be showing up. An offer in front of you that is going to also bring in some money, and make a wish because you're going to get what you want. So you got some good stuff happening here, Shirley. Good luck. All right, let me see where I think the next person I saw was Kirk. Kirk. Will Jamo and TT reconcile? Okay. Okay. There's going to be reconciliation between these two people, but it's not going to be smooth, and both parties are going to have to put in some hard work to take the relationship to where it should be. So yeah, there's definite reconciliation on the horizons, but there's work to be done. Ashley, I think I was up to Ashley. Okay. Cecile, what are Nikolas' intentions towards me? Okay. What are Nikolas's intentions? Okay, so this person is going to be coming in out of the blue with an offering of love or a creative opportunity. It's probably an offering of love. Once they take their own restraints off them, you guys will be working hard at a relationship or moving forward. Then there's going to come a point where you may be feeling a little bit worried about where things are going, but stability is here. Relationship built on stability. There could also be some financial stability around it. If you fall into a place where you're worried about where this relationship could be going, it urges you to watch your mouth and don't act out in haste, because the Fool is in reverse. I think this person's intentions for you are pure. I think they're having a little bit of a hard time getting out of their own way, but that they're going to be coming forward. And then there's even an opportunity for the two of you to travel. All right, let me see. Okay, Farzana, I already did that one. PJ, I did. B. Segovia, what does M want from me after all this time? Okay, let's see. Wants a reconnection with you, and they're very strongly attracted to you, but I don't think that you're over the arguments and the bickering. So I think that this person is going to be looking to come back. I'm not, I'm pretty sure they're going to want to come back and rekindle things. Amanda, is Fernando still moving to Texas for work? Yeah. 70% chance, yes, and the son, I do think he's moving to Texas for work. Colleen, will my mom get the jobs that she's applied for? Okay. All right. Is mom going to get the job? Okay, it's only showing a 33% chance with one ace, but she does have the wish card around her. It shows that she holds herself back. So once she lets go of those reins, she may have more than one job opportunity here because she's got the wish card. Put it out into the universe because there's opportunity coming in for her. Definitely. Definitely. It's so funny because we can like be our own worst enemies. Crystal, how will the breakup happen between me and Eric? Let me see. I don't think he's going to let you go so easy. All right, I'm going to say that. You got the Queen of Swords here, which means there's going to be some sharp words between the two of you. But he is not going to let you go so easily because the Six of Swords is in reverse here. So this is going to be someone that may not give up so quickly. Also, he's going to be feeling like he worked really hard. He's not seeing a payoff. Six of Cups is here. So you could end things with him, right? I think you would be the one ending things with him, not the other way around. And then he may give you a little bit of space, but then he's going to come back. He's going to try again. And then the Chariot and the Hanged Man in reverse, he's not going to be given up. There's your breakup. I think you're ending things with him. And I think there's going to be some sharp words. I think he's going to give you a little space, and then you're going to have a hard time getting rid of this guy. Let me go back up to the top. Baby girl, will Abel the Aquarius get deported, or will he get a second chance? I'm a Cancer. Okay, let's see. I think he's getting a second chance. I don't think he's going to get deported. Forrest Winters, the Aries is here. The Aries makes an impression. All right, let me see. Where was I? I definitely didn't do Elantra or Benita, and I don't see questions from either of you anymore. So if you want to repost them, Abigail Smith, will Elle find me attractive when we meet? Okay, for Abigail. Very, very attractive. That's good. This person is going to be highly attracted to you. There could be some great chemistry between the two of you, too. Hang on here for 1 second. Razvan D. What does Monica want from me, and what does Karina want? Okay, so let's see Monica first. Okay. What does Monica want? Okay. Was Monica someone from your past? Because it shows that somebody from your past is returning. Somebody who walked away in the past comes back. They're going to be working really hard at getting you back. They have a wish card here, which means they're putting that out into the universe. They want the happy home with you. They're no longer worried about money. So I don't know if money was something that tore you guys apart, but it's not going to be an issue anymore. This person, Monica, is definitely coming in with an offering of love. Now let's see what the other person, what was her name? What does Karina want? Okay. Oh boy. You can find yourself in a love triangle here. So what you got here from Karina is an offering of love comes in with the Empress, which could also be that she wants to have children, because this is the Venus card. It could be children. It could be she's got money, or she's looking to grow something financially with you. Anything that has to do with the planet Venus. She is going to come in like a bolt of lightning, tenfold. And the arguing or the bitterness that maybe the two of you had at one point is going to cease. I think you're going to find yourself in a love triangle between these two. I think that they're both going to want to move forward with you. And I think that the choice is going to be yours at the end of the day with who you end up with. And you may even get to the point where you feel like, you know what? I need a break, and I'm going to maybe give somebody else a shot and see what's going on out there, because it looks like they're going to be really competing for your attention. Good luck. Hey, how was school?
Good.
Good?
I have no homework
Oh, good.
because of the holiday.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. You all right, Dylan? All right, let's see. All right. I'm going to have to go soon and eat again because I'm starving always. Amelia, will I ever hit the lottery? Dylan.
Hey. Hey, hi. Hi, what's up?
You have a 70% chance. So with that being said, I'm going to say that you're not going to hit for anything crazy big, but you could hit for several small amounts, which isn't bad. That may even be better because you wouldn't have to pay taxes on it. All right, let me see. Oh, here. Okay, Benita wanted to know, what did Christopher and Matt talk about yesterday? Okay, all right. So let me see. What did Christopher and Matt talk about yesterday? Let's see. What was the conversation like? The relationship doesn't show, I mean, this doesn't show that the conversation was of anything important. Balanced, everyday bullshit. There were no sharp words here. There's no arguing. That's all in the past. I don't think that they said anything in particular about you. If you're worried about that, I think you're okay. Yeah, I think that it was small talk, and I don't think it amounted to much. I'm going to go all the way back up to the top here. It does. Okay, Zara, will the Taurus, after his friendship request on Facebook, after his friendship request on Facebook, if he is going to send me a message, which are his next moves? Okay, let me see. He is going to send you a message, and there's going to be a lot of communication between the two of you coming up in the near future. Cigar Varia, can you tell me, will I pass my exams? Okay. Yes, the best time to study is, in my opinion, before you fall asleep at night. And when you fall asleep at night, it goes into your subconscious. That's what I think. You are going to pass these tests. Use the power of positive thinking and just repeat that over and over again. Over and over again, that you are going to pass this test. These tests, this is in the bag for you. You got this.
I have a test today.
How'd you do? You don't know yet?
We don't know yet.
Oh, Shirley, I answered you a while ago. It was a long time ago. I don't remember what the question was, but it was a long time ago. Damn, I don't remember what the question was. Crystal. So should I stay with him to help me with the lawsuit and then get married when the lawsuit will be over? Okay, let's see. Should we stay with him for now? All right, so you got a 70% chance that you could stay with him for now, but that there's also another offer in front of you. So I'm wondering if there's something in front of you you're not seeing and that you don't really have to stay with him. Is there somebody else that you can either move in with, or there's another avenue or something that you can take here? Because it's showing that you Malika, I definitely didn't answer you, so post it and I'll answer it. Definitely you have an offer in front of you that you're not seeing, so just keep that in mind. All right. And Yukriti, does H miss me? Okay, let's see. Miss Rose, no, I didn't get to you yet either. You know what? He does miss you, but at the same time, he's feeling a little bit sorry for himself. So if you haven't heard from him, it could be that's why he's feeling like bad about things. He may even be blaming himself a little bit. Okay, did I miss any super chats? Does anyone know? Because I don't have too much time left before I gotta go eat. I'm starving. I'm always hungry. It's crazy. All right. Okay, let me see. Oh, Malika wants a general reading. Okay. You've got magic around you. You can manifest whatever you want right now, so use the power to your advantage. You have a new business opportunity coming in here, a new way to make money, something that's going to propel you forward fast. Be careful if you don't want children, because you have the Empress here. With the Empress, it's anything that has to do with the planet Venus. So being that a lot of money and business has come up, it could be a business thing. It doesn't have to be the birth or conception of a child, but be aware, just in case. All right. All right, I'm going all the way back up. And let's see. All right, I did Malika. Darlene, I didn't answer Darlene yet. Does Kevin want to be with me? Shirley, I definitely answered you. I can't remember how long ago or what the question was, but I remember doing it. This is another person that misses you and he's sulking. Yeah, instead of just manning up and coming forward, he's sulking. He's going to get over it, though. Let me see. Be Gemini. Is my future life partner older than me? All right, let's see. Yes, and it could be somebody from your past who was an earth sign, an air sign, a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Sweet thing, no, I never answered you. I haven't even seen a question from you yet. So if you can send it in, because I think that the other day I never got to you either. So I'd like to get yours done. Miss Rose, can you tell me about my admirer? Okay. You have a water sign here, a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer. Somebody who is no longer going to be holding themselves back. They're going to be coming forward. Use your intuition. Chances are it's a Pisces. Stop worrying about the future. You got a soulmate connection coming in. Dylan, why are you barking at him? Why barking?
His ears are bleeding.
Is it? It's not bleeding.
No. It's like his ears here and then it's something like...
Oh, maybe he's got a cut.
Yeah, I think so. It's just a little...
All right. Just hang on for 1 second, guys. Let me see what I can do for Dylan. What's the matter, Dill? What do you want? Show me. You want some water? Oh, get out of there. Watch out. I'm sweaty and I might smell. All right. And then I'm going to take Dylan for a walk. CP. The work that I have asked M to do for me to get me and Brian close. Do you see it happening? Okay. Yeah, well, you got a 33% chance that it's going to work. You know, I'm not a big fan of other people getting involved. I just don't like that. I don't trust other people. But it does look like you're going to get some forward movement with this. Bless you. All right, Crystal. Will I get a lot of money from the lawsuit and how long will it take? Okay. Yeah, you're not done with the fighting. There's still more fighting. There's still more to come. And let me see. How long is it going to take? It could take some time. It may not be until next summer. So this may take some time. All right, come on up here, Dylan. Come on, come up here. Ah, come up here for a second. Just let me get through a couple more questions and then I'll take you or feed you or whatever you need. All right. All right, Tati. When will Jamison and I reconcile? What's the percentage? Okay, let's see. Tati, did I say that right? All right. Percentage is 70% chance, and I think it's going to happen more towards the end of the year. Dylan, stop barking at him. All right. Joy, I need to choose between getting a job or going back to university. I have a hard time finding a satisfying job. Is this a good move? Okay.
No. Hey.
Should we make the choice to go back to the university?
No, don't.
You know what? I do think that you're going to end up going back to the university. I think that there's not a job coming in right now, and I think that right now it would be a good time to go back, finish your studies, and then find something. So, hang on. Dylan, please.
Dylan, come down.
Let me get him some food, and then I'm just going to do that last super chat, and then I'm going to go for CP.
Just do a super chat now.
I'm waiting for the question to come in. I don't see the question. You know what? Would you do me a favor? Just go down into the kitchen and give him a scoop of food. It's in this kitchen right here. Thanks. And his dish is right there. CP, I don't see the question. Oh, if another male tries to get close to me, will Brian be jealous? All right, let me see. Hang on, the thing came down. Just bear with me a sec here. Okay. Okay, so it shows that Brian would get jealous, but I'm not sold that it would make him move forward any faster. I think he's kind of stuck in whatever he's doing. And me personally, I would suggest not involving other people or playing too many games, because I don't think that that is going to work. That's my suggestion. According to the cards, I don't think he's going to respond all that well to the jealousy thing. All right, I am going to go, guys, because the dog needs me. I have to eat, and I've been on for quite some time. So thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing. I'll be back either tonight or tomorrow at some point, and I will see you guys then. Thanks. Bye-bye.